struggling sinners and thieves were lifted up from the ashes, and out came the song of the redeemed. The song of the redeemed. Can you hear the sound of melodies? Oh, the sound of melodies rising up to you, rising up to you. Yeah, the sound of melodies. Oh, the sound of melodies rising up to you, rising up to you, God. Oh, we have caught a revelation that nothing can separate us from the love we received through salvation. It fills your daughters and your sons. Your daughters and your sons. Can you hear the sound of melodies? Oh, the sound of melodies rising up to you, rising up to you. God, the sound of melodies. Oh, the sound of melodies rising up to you, rising up to you, God. The sound of your love, the sound of your love is what you're hearing. The sound of your sons, the sound of your sons, you want your children. The sound of your love, the sound of your love is what you're hearing. Your daughters.
Okay, and that was Leland's Sound of Melodies. We've had to cut him off here, unfortunately, because we've got the second half back for you. The lightning has stopped, rain has stopped, and TV is back on, so this is going to be an excellent second half. Already a couple minutes in, so I'm going to give it straight back to Noah.
Thanks, Brian. Welcome back to Joe Bean Stadium for this, the second half of action of Wheaton College women's soccer taking on North Park this evening. They are up 2-0 after a rain delay, and thanks for being with us. We had this lightning throwing technical difficulties left and right. We've got the video back up. Took a while to get the audio synced with it, but now we're good to go. We are 4 minutes, 20 seconds into the second half. Still 2-0, Wheaton out in front. Again, in the first half, Wheaton outshot North Park 20-2. Far side, that's going to be Delatorre with it. She's going to touch ahead to Kopelman up across midfield on the ground with the dribble. Cuts it back, moving towards the center of the field now. And playing upfield into the box past Berg. And this is going to roll all the way to the goal line, finally collected by Vreeland. Vreeland had 8 saves in the first half. Did a tremendous job given the conditions. Her punt's going to come out past midfield, taken down on the far side by Liebedor, and she plays this out of bounds right around midfield on the far side. If you all are interested in following this game's statistics live online as they occur, go to athletics.wheaton.edu. Again, that's athletics.wheaton.edu. Go to the bottom right-hand corner of the page, click on Live Stats, and then Women's Soccer. Wheaton moving left to right on your radio dial in this second half. Kopelman trying to catch up with it on the far side, and she does. She touches it back to Delatorre, and Delatorre looking upfield. Plays the ball in the air towards the top of the circle. Lee trying to run onto it. She's going to be a little bit late. Getting there first was Wilson. She puts it out of bounds across the far sideline. Throw for the Thunder. Throw to be taken by Kopelman. She's got Delatorre behind her and finds her with the throw. Now touch on the ground to the line to Kopelman. Moves past her defender and back down the far sideline, moving towards the top corner of the box, far side, in from the side of the box, moving towards the goal line, tripped up, still with it, plays it back across the mouth of the goal. That's going to be collected by the North Park defense and cleared away. Clearance met by Liebedor, and she'll drop it back to Anderson. Anderson puts her foot on top of it and now sends it back in the direction of Liebedor. Liebedor touches it upfield, plays up on the ground to Kopelman. Attacking third now for the Thunder. Kopelman, middle of the field, slots it towards the top of the semicircle for Berg. That's going to be taken away, and left foot clearance by Wilson's going to skip all the way back to Anderson. Anderson has it on her right foot, and she'll go left to Liebedor up across midfield, finding Delatorre on the far side. Right now for the Thunder, in the back from left to right, Liebedor on the left side. In the middle, Anderson. And on the right side, it looks like Shelby Anthony, I believe, is playing right back. In the midfield for the Thunder from right to left as Orweiler moves towards the top of the box, sets it up on her left foot, has a hit into the hands of Vreeland. Orweiler playing in the center midfield position. She is supported by Kishkunis. To the right is, to the right is going to be Shannon, and to the left is Delatorre. Up top for the Thunder then. We've got from left to right Kopelman, Lee, and Berg. Wheaton in a 3-4-3. Throw goes in to Orweiler. Touch back to Shannon on the near sideline, and then touch towards the middle of the field. That's going to be possessed by Ban. Ban's going to lose it, and ball skirts out towards the goal line near side, and Berg knocks it off of Jezrin, and out of bounds. Corner kick for Wheaton near side. Corner kick going to be taken by Delatorre, it looks like. Nobody's showing short as of yet. 5 players in the box for Wheaton. Kishkunis and Anthony looking to clean up just outside. Marking in the back is Liebedor. Delatorre to take the corner kick. This one's driven towards the middle of the box and a head-on goal from, it looked like that was Shannon with the header. And that was collected in the air. Good save by Vreeland. Punt away into Wheaton territory and then touch back towards the top of the circle. That's Kopelman with it. She'll drop it back towards midfield for Shannon. More towards the near side, and she goes near sideline for Berg. Berg coming up on the top of the attacking third. Goes right past Jezrin. Now moving towards the goal line. Another defender steps. She finds Kopelman. Kopelman goes supporting pass to Shannon. Played right foot in towards the 6. Collecting it off the line is Vreeland. Good stuff getting off her line. Keeper being decisive and sure hands. Punt comes down around midfield over the head of Kishkunis. Liebedor there, wins the follow-up header. And then North Park heads this one back to Anderson, who clears it towards the far side of the field. Kopelman trying to make a play on it. She's going to head this out of bounds across the far sideline. Throw for the Vikings. 2-0 our score. Wheaton in front. 35-30 left in regulation. Throw for North Park's going to be taken off the head of Delatorre and out of bounds. Ernst will do it again. Thrown in, one again by Delatorre, headed back towards Ernst. And Ernst plays towards the bottom of the circle for Wheaton. Stepping up is Liebedor to win it. Liebedor moving over towards the near side of the field, finding Shannon. Shannon has it on her right foot, goes towards the middle of the field for Kishkunis. Kishkunis moves back now towards the near side. She had space to turn, but she didn't turn, and the reason is she had nobody telling her she had that space. When a ball is played and someone's got the opportunity to, Berg moving towards the near post now, slots it back to Lee, middle of the box, plays it past the keeper and into the goal. Second goal of the game for Taryn Lee. 3-0 the lead for the Thunder.
Lead from Berg.
Berg's so fast, she cut off my little color commentary there for a second. We've got, when Kishkunis received it in the middle of the field, she had a ton of space towards the far side, but as she received it, she doesn't know if there's a defender on her back. Instead of just turning into a defender or turning into an attacker who's going to be taking it away from her, which wasn't actually there, she decided to keep the ball in front of her. That's why communication comes into play so much. Those midfielders or whoever's passing it's got to yell out, turn. You've got space. You've got time. Lee's goal, the second of the game again, gives Wheaton a 3-0 lead. Anderson with the ball in the backfield for the Thunder, moving over towards the near side, plays it past Anthony to the foot of Shannon. Shannon on the near sideline, defensive third of the field, goes back to Anthony, left foot up towards midfield, trying to find Berg. Berg has it on her right foot. She's got Orweiler in front of her and splits two defenders, sending Orweiler down the near side towards the top corner of the box near side. Orweiler with one defender stepping, plays back to Lee at the top of the box, and that's going to be cleared away to the foot of Shannon by Sarah Wilson. Shannon's going to go to Berg now on the near side, gets it right back middle of the field. Shannon finding Kishkunis, sending Berg towards the goal line, out of bounds. Goal kick for the Vikings. Freeland to take the goal kick. Driven up the middle of the field, won by Anthony. Touch ahead to Shannon. Shannon chipping over the defense, sending Berg to the goal line. Berg trying to get a foot on it before her defender does, and does. Jezrin wins the ball and actually then takes Berg out in the box, just inside the box. Could have been right on the edge. They're going to give Wheaton a penalty kick. Delatorre to take the penalty kick. Vreeland in the center of the net. Low stance, arms wide. Delatorre got to pick her corner now and just slot it through. Everybody on the 18, Delatorre at the PK mark. And here's the whistle, and she puts it off the left post and in. Maria Delatorre, 4-0 Wheaton. Freeland actually read that one and almost got to it, but that was put in a position where almost nobody can get to it.
Thunder goal scored by number 9, Maria Delatorre, her first goal of the season.
And that is Delatorre's first goal of the season.
Substitution for the Thunder.
4-0 our score, 33 minutes left in regulation. Williams checks into the game, and she gets, I believe, Kopelman. Actually, Kopelman's still in. She got Orweiler. Thank you, Mr. Marhanka. Throw on the near side for Jezrin and North Park. Throw goes in down the near sideline. Kopelman is right there. Plays it ahead to Williams at midfield. Williams moving upfield. Has it taken away from her by Bowman. Bowman goes down, foul on Williams. Free kick for North Park. Just shy of midfield. Halfway to the near side. Free kick going to be taken by Wilson. Wilson looking upfield, going to play this one in the air towards the top of the box. Taken out of the air by Kopelman. Good header towards the bottom of the circle. And that's going to be Williams with it. Williams trying to bring it down, has it taken away, and it's knocked back towards the top of Wheaton's box for Anderson. Anderson with one defender on hard is going to play this out towards the near side. Coming into contact of it is Jezrin, plays it upfield and then cleared away by Kishkunis. Clearance goes to midfield. Lee's going to head this backwards to North Park possession. Moving in towards the top corner of the box near side is going to be McWilliams. McWilliams ball now towards the goal line, finding Hansen. Hansen trying to move past Levidor, plays a great ball across the box, and this will skip past everybody towards the far sideline. Delatorre looks like she's ready to shield this out, and does. Throw for the Thunder. Throw down the sideline, throw down the sideline from Delatorre. Goes to Williams. And out of bounds. Delatorre will do it again. Throws this one back to Anderson. Anderson's got time and space in front of her. And she plays this across into the middle of the field. That's going to be collected by McWilliams for North Park. And Kopelman comes in, takes it away before she loses it. And then finally regains possession from Hawkinson. Lee trying to come up with it up top. Runs through Ernst and then comes up with the ball. Lee turning towards the top of the circle. Has two defenders converging on her and taken away by Hawkinson and laid back before the long clearance. Clearance over the head of Anderson all the way back to Levidor. Levidor's got Shannon towards the near side, goes far side instead for Anderson. Anderson moves up across midfield on the ground with the dribble. Has one defender stepping in, plays on the ground ahead to Lee. Lee slots it down the far sideline for Williams. Williams burning past the defense, moving towards the near post. Has it on her right foot. Keeper charges, keeper collects. Good stuff from the goalie, Vreeland. Williams with a great idea, taking that to the near post. You just got to make your mind up probably one touch sooner. Do I play that across or play it to the far post, or do I try to have a hit? Clearance goes off of Anthony. Comes down on the near side. Touch from Liebedor to Shannon. Shannon turns down the near sideline and plays off the foot of Jesrin. Again, first touches in this rain are going to be, the good first touches are going to be few and far between in these conditions. Near side, Liebedor steps over the ball. Plays it upfield towards midfield. That's going to go over into Viking territory. On the ground with it is Hawkinson. Hawkinson plays it now upfield and skipping several times into Wheaton's box, collected by Barreto. Again, we mentioned those touches are going to be first touches, good first touches, hard to come by, as Jesrin was trying to collect a pass that was intended for Lee up top and trying to direct it to set up another touch for herself, but instead the ball skipping and bounding into her foot and away from her. Ball touched towards the right side of the circle, and now dropped back towards the bottom of the circle for North Park. Played up across midfield and taken away by Shannon. Shannon touches ahead to Berg. Berg in North Park territory, cuts it back under her left leg. Now moving upfield, trying to find Lee. Lee trying to use her body to keep possession of the ball, touched away. North Park with it, moving towards the near side, taken away by Shannon. Shannon puts a good ball down the near sideline, finding Lee. Lee cuts it inside, past her defender, streaking towards the near post. Taryn Lee plays it across the box to Berg, right foot, shot bottom left corner. Berg from Lee, 5-0 Wheaton.
From the goal scored by number 6, Brittany Berg, her second.
You see a lot of play in the midfield that you think is, you know, just meaningless tic-tac, back-and-forth play. As either team is just trying to get a bit of possession on it. These wet conditions making it very difficult for that to happen. And Shannon finally decided, you know what? I'm not going to try to play this back into all that mess. I'm going to play this one down the near sideline. She found Lee, and Lee almost found the near post, found Berg instead for the goal. 5-0 our score, 28 minutes left in regulation. Wheaton in front. Here's Delatorre in the backfield for Wheaton. Plays it up across midfield in the air. Trying to find Lee. This is going to be touchdown around midfield. Kopelman trying to come down with it. And Lee will. Lee's whistled for a foul. As one player goes down for North Park. Towards the far side of the field. Lee and Kopelman both battling for it. Lee won it and then turning past the North Park defender, trying to set up some sort of an attack. But we talk about difficult plays in the rain, and not even these plays, but these girls have got to come out warm again after a halftime that was twice the normal length, and that's because we've got lightning. We had lightning earlier tonight, set off the Thor guard system, which is alerting us to the lightning and how long we've got to wait. These girls go into the locker rooms by the football stadium at McCulley Field. They sit down for half an hour. Then they are told it's okay to come back out and play. And they jog back onto the field to find that the conditions are pretty similar except for there's no lightning. So we've still got rain pouring down. We've still got cold socks and wet shoes and wet laces. The only difference is that they're allowed to continue with the second half. But these girls have got to get warm. You see a lot of pulled muscles sometimes. They had to put time on the clock to allow both teams to warm up for the second half. And usually you only need a couple minutes, but they gave them a couple extra just because in this cold weather, it's going to take a little longer to get those muscles warm, to make sure you don't pull anything, to try to treat your body how it needs to be treated to be ready to play another 45. And walking off the field on her own accord is Kelsey Bowman for North Park. And not sure if they've made a substitution yet for her. And they have not. Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. Clock stopped at 27:39 as Bowman walks slowly off the field on the near side. 2 Two Wheaton players getting ready to check into the game, Grove and Lilly. It's going to be a free kick off the foul from Lee just ahead of midfield for North Park. Love lining up over the free kick. Couldn't see who checked in for her. Love to take the free kick, though. And nobody subs, as she will check back in on the next dead ball. Bowman will. And actually, she checks in right now. Ball is played ahead towards Lee for Wheaton and Pastor. Love comes into contact of it. More towards the bottom of the circle plays Bowman. Bowman plays upfield to the foot of Anthony. Anthony playing towards the near side, finding the foot of Shannon. Shannon touches back middle of the field for Kopelman. Turning with it, has Kishkunis supporting her, and she'll leave it for her. Left side of the circle, Kishkunis plays upfield, and winning it is Lee. Touch back towards Delatorre. Delatorre out at left mid, trying to keep it for the Thunder. And she'll regain possession. Cuts it back past one defender and moving away from Ban. Plays towards the middle of the field. That's going to be taken off the ground by Hawkinson. Bottom of the circle for North Park. Ball played into Wheaton territory and then dropped back from Kishkunis all the way to Anderson. Anderson has Liebedor in the middle of the field. Doesn't play her, as it looked like Hansen was getting ready to jump that passing lane. Plays up the middle of the field instead. Upfield towards Kopelman, taken away by North Park and cleared out of bounds across the near sideline. Throw for the Thunder. Throw to be taken by Shannon.
Entering for the Vikings.
Actually, Grove to take the throw. So Grove and Lilly check in. Shannon checks out.
And number 15.
As well as.
Correction, number 11, Stephanie Nielsen.
Trying to see this last player that checked out for Wheaton.
Now Lilly and number 18, Mary Beth Grove.
Grove and Lilly in regardless on the right side. Grove's throw goes in towards Anthony. Foul called as Anthony was pushed trying to keep the ball in bounds. Grove will get a free kick now. Grove playing right mid and Anthony playing up top on the right side, it looks like. Free kick for Grove, taken towards the center of the field. Touched towards Berg, and Berg sending Lilly towards the top corner of the box. Lilly moving towards the goal line, cuts it back, top corner of the box, near side, moving towards the middle. Drops it back to Kishkunis, trying to take a hit on it, and the ball's going to skip right past her on the ground. Anthony will drop this one back to Anderson, near midfield on the far side. And now dropped all the way back to Liebedor. Liebedor looking towards the near side, now cuts it back far side, finds Anderson. Anderson touches ahead of her, still shy of midfield, goes up across midfield with the pass, trying to find Williams. Knocked back towards midfield for Kishkunis, far side, and she sends Williams down the far sideline. Great ball. Williams moving towards the near post, and she's going to have that decision again. Decides to make the pass, and it's going to result in a corner kick for the Thunder.
Corner kick.
It's where you take the first experience she had in this game, taking it towards the near post, was able to beat her defender, and she had pressure coming. She held onto it just a touch too long, and that time making a wise decision, and it results in a Wheaton corner kick. Delatorre to take the corner far side for the Thunder. Put 5 players in the box. Corner taken, high kick, comes down near the top of the box. Over by Grove. She puts a left-footed ball in towards the center of the box, trying to find Williams. Keeper comes out and collects. Freeland, low punt up the middle of the field. Won by Kopelman. Header goes forward to Berg. Berg turns upfield and now trying to send Grove down the near side. Grove turns on the wheels, trying to get there before it goes out of bounds and beat the defender to it. Probably covered twice as much ground in doing so, but ball rolls out of bounds. Throw for North Park. Throw down the line toward Ban. Ban is going to chest this one to Hawkinson. Out of bounds near side off Kopelman. Throw for North Park. Great header by Berg off the throw-in. Sends it right back at the thrower. And Jesrin will try again. Jesrin throws down the line. This is going to go back towards Wheaton's goal line. Liebedor looking towards the middle of the field. She's got pressure and plays to Anderson in from the side of the box on the near side. Anderson, right foot ball is going to go down the near sideline. Stays in play. Great ball from the sweeper. And shielding it out of play is Wilson. Good use of the body. Took her several seconds to shield that away. Off the throw, ball comes middle of the field for Kish Kunis. Moving upfield, has Berg in front of her. Plays it over the head of Berg to the chest of Wilson. Wilson is going to play this ahead to Hawkinson, who plays across midfield on the ground to the foot of the Wheaton defense. Knocked right back to her. Hawkinson, second pass knocked off of Kolperman and out of bounds across the near sideline. Shy midfield throw for North Park. Throw for Jesrin. Jesrin throws towards the middle of the field for Hawkinson. Hawkinson turning, trying to play it left foot upfield, not able to, taken away by Lilly. Touch middle of the field for Kopelman, moving upfield into the attacking third. Kopelman finds Berg near the top of the semicircle. Berg moving to her left, now cuts it back, looking for help. Finds top corner of the box, far side, Williams. Mackenzie Williams plays the ball in towards the 6. That's going to be touched away by the North Park defense and cleared out into Wheaton territory. Anderson is right there. She touches it back to Liebedor. Liebedor with pressure from Emily Hunter. Liebedor touches ahead to Anthony. Anthony touches towards the near side. That's going to be taken off the ground by Guido. And Guido plays in the air towards the top of the box. Anderson avoids one defender. That was Hunter. One attacker, sorry. And now touches near sideline for Shelby Anthony. 21:30 left in regulation. Wheaton in front of North Park, 5-0. Throw for North Park, midfield near side. Going to be taken by Jesrin. Throw goes in all the way towards the goal line, and Anthony, the only one going to trot towards it. Now Hunter trying to put some pressure on. Ball's going to roll out of bounds. Off the throw from around midfield. Goal kick for Wheaton. Turner checks into the game for the Thunder. She's going to take Liebedor out. Liebedor was playing left back. Liebedor was playing right back. Turner takes that spot and pushes Anthony out to the left side. Goal kick taken. Played short to Anthony on the left side. Moving upfield. Plays on the ground up across midfield, out of bounds, overshoots Williams on the ball. Throw for North Park. Taken towards midfield for Hawkinson, and she plays it out of bounds. Immediately throw for the Thunder now. And again, with all this heavily concentrated play on the far side of the field now, you want to look to try to change direction, and actually North Park does that. Taken away, though, at the top of the circle by Kish Kunis. Ball on the ground towards the top corner of the box. Far side for Williams. Taking it to the near post. Right foot puts it into the hands of the keeper, and out of the hands, actually cleared away by the defense. Comes down near the top of the box for Lilly. Lilly trying to set up a shot and puts one on frame. She is taken down, though, in the process. And it'll be a free kick just outside the top of the box for the Thunder. So that's a shot for Lilly. Advantage is played until they see that save was the result, whether by the defense or the keeper. Free kick for Wheaton just outside the top of the semicircle, about 3 yards towards the near side. Kopelman to take it. Four-man wall. Kopelman looking to put one towards the far post, touched away from the goal by the wall. Kopelman drops it back to Anthony. Anthony plays ahead to Kish Kunis. Kish Kunis has Lilly in front of her if she wants her, doesn't go to her and drops back instead to Anthony. Anthony touches towards the near sideline, and there's Grove. Grove has Lilly in front of her as well, and she's going to play her down the near sideline. Lilly with 3 defenders stepping up. Berg with 3 defenders stepping up on her, plays towards the center of the field, and that's going to be taken away by North Park, played out of bounds, though, by the Vikings near side throw for the Thunder. Grove to take the throw. This one goes in down the line to Berg, turning with it, moving towards the goal line. She's got one defender on her back. That's Guido. Foul called as Berg is pushed down. Free kick for Wheaton. Looks like Grove wants to take this one. 18:30 left in regulation. Wheaton up 5-0 on North Park. Free kick taken short, top corner of the box. Kish Kunis has it, right foot, plays the ball in towards the far post. In and out of the hands of the keeper. Kopelman's there. Kopelman finishes. 6-0 Wheaton College. And that's why you got to stay around the net. Even after you take your shot, you don't stand there. You continue towards it. Kopelman was already basically point blank. Put it in and out of the hands of Vreeland. Again, tough to collect in this weather.
Assisted by number 4.
And she was able to pick up the garbage goal, putting it through.
Of the season again, Kopelman from Kishkunis. Entering for the Vikings, returning number 9, Emily McWilliams.
Checking in
And
for
number 14,
the
Sarah
Vikings,
Hansen.
McWilliams and Hansen check in. Checking out Bowman and Ban. McWilliams with 4 goals on the season for the Vikings. She checks in up top. Anderson has it in the back for Wheaton on the near side. Plays to the line to Grove. Grove trying to keep the touch in front of her. Playing ahead, trying to find Turner. It's going to go past Turner, and then Berg comes in and helps. And Grove with the ball now towards the center defense for Love for North Park. Love plays towards the top of the circle for the Vikings. Ahead to Hawkinson. And then played over towards the far sideline and out of bounds off of Wheaton. Throw for North Park, far side. Taken in and off the head of Delatorre. Followed up by Anthony on the far side. Now ball's played towards the bottom of the circle for Lily. Lily's got Berg running in front of her. Berg making a run towards the center of the field now, so Lily plays towards the center of the field to Kopelman. Kopelman moving upfield, plays back to Lily. Lily has it, turning with it to face the goal, has it on her right foot, takes the hit into the hands of Vreeland. Vreeland with another punt, pushing the back up top on Hunter as Kishkunis went down. Free kick for Anderson. Taken short towards the near side for Turner. Turner moves it upfield, has Kopelman in front of her, plays the ball towards the top of the box, past everybody, and out of bounds. I don't know if it hit anyone as it crossed the goal line. Center official indicates it did not goal kick.
Entering for the Thunder,
Thomas checks in for Wheaton.
25, Amy.
She's going to get Berg. Berg was playing up top on the right side, so Thomas takes that spot. Wheaton so far with 21 shots on frame. Ball played over towards the near side for Thomas. Thomas heading it towards the center of the field and taken away from her, trying to regain possession. That's going to be a good ball played by Jesrin, trying to find Hunter up top. Anderson gets there first, though. Left-footed clearance goes across midfield towards Williams. Couldn't trap it, slides under her foot, and it's cleared back towards Kishkunis in Wheaton territory. Kishkunis looping ball over the head of the defense towards the far sideline. Williams trying to keep it in play, and does. Top corner of the box, extended far side. Moving in from the side of the box now is Williams. Has it on her right foot, plays it across, and that's going to be cleared away by Love. Clearance goes to Kishkunis, moving over towards the near side for Turner. Turner turning upfield, cuts it past her defender, and then good step from that defender. Dispossesses for a moment. Kopelman comes into possession. Kopelman near side, sending Grove down the near sideline. Great ball from Grove, finding Lily right at the 6, but Grove was whistled offsides. Fantastic idea, though, from Kopelman to Grove down the goal line. Free kick for North Park. Taken by Vreeland. Played in the air towards the center of the field, over the head of Kopelman. Back past Anthony, and Anderson now sprinting to catch up with it, trying to get there before Hunter. Gets there before Hunter and makes a play on it. Plays towards the top corner of the box, near side. Defensive third for Wheaton to Anthony. Anthony plays sideline near side for Turner, and she has it taken away from her by Hansen. Hansen plays towards the middle of the field for Hawkinson. Hawkinson has it on her right foot, turning upfield. Plays on the ground towards the top of the box, and Anthony's right there, clears it away. Clearance goes towards Kishkunis. She's got Thomas ready to make a run down the near side, and now she plays her. Waited just probably 1 or 2 touches too long, as that ball will be played out of bounds by the defense. Substitution for Wheaton. Tan checks into the game for Delatorre. Throw for Grove coming up on the top of the attacking third near side. She throws it back to Turner. Turner plays right foot off of her defender in front of her. That was Hansen. And then North Park now playing it towards the near side before playing it to the foot of Kopelman in the middle of the field. Kopelman has it near the top of the circle, playing it towards the goal line, trying to find Thomas. Thomas sprinting to get there. Ball's going to roll out of bounds across the end of the goal line. Goal kick for Vreeland. 13 minutes left in regulation. Wheaton in front 6-0. Vreeland's kick, one in the air by Kopelman. Header goes towards the near side, out of bounds. Throw for North Park. Throw to be taken by Jesrin. One by Grove in the air. She's had several good, solid, aggressive headers already. Header goes ahead towards Lilly, playing it for Williams near the top of the box and cleared out by Jesrin. Clearance comes down on the head of Hansen, trying to flick it ahead towards Hunter. And splitting two defenders on the ground is Anderson before finding Kishkunis top of the circle. Kishkunis moving towards the near side, plays it on the ground towards the near side line for Grove. Grove plays it ahead, sending Kopelman into the box. Kopelman, one defender in front of her, plays it towards the far post. Nobody there. Williams there just half a second late, out of bounds, goal kick. Vreeland with another goal kick for North Park. If Wheaton holds on to win this one, they'll move to 9-2 on the season. This kick comes down left side of the circle, far side of the circle, off the head of Kishkunis. Now played ahead for North Park, and then losing it momentarily before Hawkinson comes into possession of it shy of midfield. Plays up across midfield, trying to send Hansen. Comes down at the thigh of Kishkunis, sending it towards the middle of the field, bottom of the circle. That's Turner with it. Turner moving up across midfield. Has Kopelman to her right and plays long instead towards Williams on the far sideline. Williams trying to get the ball under her feet. Now moving past her defender. Has another one stepping and cleared away by Love, I believe. Clearance goes towards the top of the circle for Kishkunis. Plays it over to Tan, who checked into the game. Tan plays towards the top of the box. Kopelman trying to win it, cleared away by Wilson. Clearance goes all the way into Wheaton territory, and Anderson going to watch this roll out of bounds before Hunt can get to it. Anderson throws this down the near sideline. It's going to be placed towards the center of the pitch, collected by Turner. Turner plays near side for Anderson. Anderson with all day in front of her. Just lots of time, and then finally playing it off the foot of Guido, who is waiting for her just ahead of midfield. Quick throw for Wheaton off the ball out of bounds. And this is going to go out of bounds off of Wheaton. Defensive third throw for North Park. Throw goes down the line and then taken by Wheaton, played into the box. Lilly running onto it towards the near post, puts a strike towards the far post. That's wide. Goal kick. She did exactly what you want to do. The ball's bouncing a little bit in the box. She turns, faces it, has her defender on her hip, keeper charging. She kept her laces down. She kept her toe pointed towards the ground, got her head over the ball, and drove it just wide left. Kopelman wins the ball off the goal kick. Ahead towards Thomas. Thomas trying to win it back for Wheaton. And Wheaton defense going to clear this towards the top corner of the box, far side. Williams running onto it. Keeper comes off her line to collect, and everyone watches it go out of bounds. Another goal kick for Vreeland. 9.5 minutes left in regulation. 6-0 the score. Wheaton in front. Goal kick taken off the head of Kopelman, and this is going to be knocked back towards Kishkunis. Kishkunis drops this back to Anderson, who plays it upfield to Turner. Turner turns into space and finding up top Lilly. Lilly trying to go past the defense, and stepping in and clearing it away is Wilson. Clearance goes towards the top of the box. Anderson in trouble, loses it, and then looks like may have accidentally taken down Hunter in the box or at the top of the box. No call. And center official saying it was not intentional. Coach Edwards of North Park going to tell him, doesn't matter if you didn't try to take someone out, you took him out. And I'd have to say, I'd be on his side. Wheaton got lucky with it. That one did not get called for a foul in their own box. And the shutout continues.
Number 8, Megan Simon.
Coming up on 8 minutes left in regulation, Wheaton in front 6-0. Megan Simons checks into the game for the Thunder. Shelby Anthony checks out. Grove to take the throw, attacking third near side, throws it in towards Lilly, off the foot of Lilly, possibly off the shin guard of Lilly, and out of bounds. That skip's going to make the ball come in areas that you're not quite expecting it to. Possibly balls coming off of a player's heels or toes or shin guards. Punt for Freeland over the head of Kishkunis all the way back towards Anderson. Anderson, defensive third, far side for Wheaton. Plays it towards the top of the box, top of Wheaton's box for Tan. Tan has space in front of her and takes it. Playing towards the near side for Turner. Turner moving upfield. Splits two defenders on the ground with the pass, finding Kopelman upfield. Kopelman moving towards the center of the field. And now moving in towards the top of the attacking third. Finds Grove on the near side. Grove plays more towards the sideline for Thomas. Thomas taking it to the goal line, putting it across the box into the hands of Vreeland. And she punts long once again, taken out of the air by Kishkunis, controlling it with her right foot, then winning it in the air. And trying to play it upfield, she's going to swing right through it. Here comes North Park down the far side. That's Hanson. And she plays it off of Wheaton and out of bounds. Throw for the Vikings. Substitution for Wheaton, next available time. Can't sub now as it's not Wheaton throw. Throw taken by North Park and then touched out of bounds by Wheaton. Throw for North Park, top corner of the box, far side extended. This throw going to be taken by Wilson. 6 people in the box for the Vikings. Throw goes in from the side of the box, taken by Wheaton and cleared away by Williams. Williams' clearance comes down around midfield, and Lilly wins it in the air, now trying to follow it up. Ball's played all the way back to Vreeland. She'll play right foot up the middle of the field. Stepping and winning it is Turner, keeping it in front of her. Turner at the top of the circle, moving towards the near side. Plays towards the near side of the field to Anderson. Anderson basically on the near sideline, moving into the attacking third of the field, plays off a defender, still moving upfield. Anderson trying to keep herself in front of it. Trying to take it down the near sideline. Ball rolls out of bounds. Throw for North Park. Throw going to be taken by Jesrin. Thrown down the sideline and then knocked back towards Jesrin. Falling on the ground is Thomas, no call, and she gets up and regains possession for Wheaton. Plays Lilly near the top of the box. Lilly trying to turn through 2 defenders, not able to. Plays in the air towards the top of the box. Williams can't bring it down. Lilly backtracks and plays it back to Kishkunis. Touches past 1 defender, moving in towards the top of the box, about 5 yards outside. Takes a hit off a defender. That was Love stepping. Good stuff from the center back. Knocks back to Anderson. Anderson plays up across midfield to Turner. Turner cuts it back past 1 defender, has Lilly showing middle of the field and plays her. Lilly turns with it and not going to be able to possess it off the turn. North Park comes away with it. Sent towards the top corner of the box, far side in Wheaton's defensive third. Anderson's going to play this one ahead to Kishkunis. Kishkunis touch ahead to Williams. Shy of midfield, moving towards the middle of the field, now up across midfield on the ground with the dribble past the top of the circle. Williams moving up towards the top of the box. Still running is Williams. Plays it on the ground into the box. That's going to be touched to the hands of Vreeland. High punt now for Vreeland. This one's going to come down at the foot of Hunter. Hunter has 1 other attacker up front with her. She's going to have to either play this back or wait till everyone else moves upfield, and Nobody does. She's double-teamed, and Tan takes it away. Tan plays it ahead towards Williams. Williams trying to turn past her defender and does, and she puts on the afterburners. Turning past Ernst, moving towards the top corner of the box, plays it across the box. This is going to be cleared away by Jesrin. Far side throw for North Park, I guess, as this went off of Wheaton at the last second. Coming up on 3 minutes left in regulation. Wheaton up 6-0. Throw goes in and then out of bounds off of Kishkunis. Just shy of midfield, another throw for the Vikings. This one going to be taken by Ernst. Looking down the sideline. Again, tough to get a grip on the ball even when you're throwing this in. If you're just joining us, we've had extra wet conditions this entire game. Had a lightning delay for a little bit. Thomas plays it over to Williams. Top corner of the box, near side, touches towards the middle of the box. Stepping in and clearing is that center defense. Wilson and Love have been there for a good majority and have gotten a lot of clearances up the middle of the field. Ball goes up to Hunter. She's going to leave it for McWilliams. McWilliams plays middle of the field for Hunter. Hunter touched too far out in front of her, cleared away by Anderson towards midfield. Backtracking is Lilly trying to catch up with it. She's not able to. And the ball is played back to Ernst. Plays it in the air, upfield into the attacking third for the Vikings. Taken out of the air by Kopelman towards the bottom of the circle for Thomas. Thomas moves up across midfield on the ground, past the top of the circle, taking it 1-on-4. She's got help now on the right side, near side, in Lilly. Lilly has the top corner of the box, cutting it back, playing it across towards the top of the box, cleared away by the North Central defense once again, taken out of the air by Anderson. She's going to have to follow this up with another header. Not able to. Hunter wins that one. Turner comes down with it on the near side. Shy midfield. Plays Kishkunis just across midfield. Splitting two defenders with the dribble. Has Thomas in front of her. Kishkunis still moving in and plays it on the ground into the middle of the box, trying to find Lilly. Sliding, puts a shot on target. Saved by Vreeland. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in regulation. Vreeland punt, skips once, now off the head of Kishkunis, goes towards the top of the circle for North Park. And coming down with it is Hawkinson. Hawkinson has it just shy of midfield. Moving towards the center of the circle. Plays it back to the back left position for Jesrin. And Jesrin plays in the air upfield towards Hansen. She's not going to be able to control it, and Thomas is knocked off her feet.
Entering for the Thunder.
Foul called. It's going to be a free kick for the Thunder. Grove to take the free kick. Played in the air towards the center of the field, headed away by Wilson. And then played towards the center of the field once again. Lilly catches up with it near the top of the semicircle. She's taken down near the top of the box. No call. That may have just been because there's 20 or so seconds left. Here's Turner. Moving into the attacking third once again. 10 seconds left. Turner finds Kopelman. Kopelman stutter step, dodges one defender, moves, setting up her her right foot, takes a shot towards the far post. Williams there, not able to put a shot on. That'll do it. Final score, Wheaton College 6, North Park 0 on a very rainy and cold and lightning-filled evening. Wheaton moves to 9-2 on the year, 2-0 in conference. North Park falls to 4-6 on the year, 1-3 in conference. The next home game is going to be this Saturday at 7 p.m., another night game against Hope College here at Joe Bean Stadium. We've got two more home games before they go on the road for 3. Hope College and Carthage College. Again, Saturday we've got Hope College, and then October 9th, Carthage College. Hope College is going to be, again, Saturday, 7 p.m. Carthage College is going to be at 4:30 on October 9th. We're going to try to get some end-of-game statistics for you. Teams jogging to greet the few fans that were able to stay in the stands. In just one moment, we're going to get some statistics for you. right. Actually, we're also going to have Coach Felsky hopefully come up and join us in the press box. Trying to move into the camera light here. We had 4 cameras filming today's game, and we couldn't get the first half. That's how crazy the lightning was. And actually, Coach Felsky going to gather with his team again. Wheaton College able to deal well in these wet conditions against North Park. They were able to take down the Vikings last year in Chicago. Final score 12-1. North Park came out in that game strong, scored the first goal. Wheaton answered with 7 in the first half and 5 in the second half. If you look at this game, you see a little bit of similarity. Wheaton actually was not possessing the first few minutes of the game. It was North Park. North Park actually had a couple chances early, not on frame, but they did have a couple chances early. And then Wheaton came down, and once Wheaton got it into North Park territory, there was no looking back, as North Park basically was trying to get some semblance of an attack up top, but they only had 1 or 2 people, and the midfielders were, it seemed like, too tired to come and support after defending for the whole time. So Wheaton was able to put 6 goals past, 2 of them in the first half and 4 here in the second half. And Coach Felsky giving a nice, long motivational talk to his girls, who are still standing out in the rain even a few minutes after they came away with the victory. Probably most of them wanted to go back and, warm up a little bit. It is freezing out here. You see I'm wearing a T-shirt right now. If you're watching this on TV, I was bundled up. I had my winter coat on before the camera turned over. All right, we've got some final end game statistics for you. Shot totals, Wheaton 34, North Park 2. And actually, we're going to pause these statistics. We've got Coach Felsky. Coach, hopefully not too many girls come away with a cold from today's game.
And the coaches. I'm just getting over one. So, yeah, it was a fun night to play. You like playing in the rain. It's not as much coaching in the rain, but it was a fun night, and the girls enjoyed themselves, and we put out a pretty good effort. So,
you guys moving to 2-0 in conference. You've got the rest of your conference games coming up. You've got Hope College this Saturday, and then Carthage, I believe, and then you have 3 away from home. What are you telling your girls? Just looking forward to the rest of this season.
We haven't been playing great ball the last few weeks, so we're getting back to basics. We've told the girls that we just want to start playing simple soccer again, trying to gain some confidence in the offensive third of the field and in the central part of the field, where we haven't been playing exceptionally well. So tonight was, though the competition tonight was a little bit less than what we've seen the last few weeks. Troy puts up a hard-working team, and tonight we gained a little bit of confidence, and we'll try and take it to the next step in the next game against Hope.
Now, as far as physically, when you're dealing with these conditions, we saw a little bit of extra time for warm-ups coming into the second half, and then as the game ends, a lot of people might think, all right, that's great. They get to go home now. They get to go back to their dorms or their apartments or their houses. But what are you saying to these girls after these conditions? They've still got stretching to do. They've still got some stuff to do to make sure they're good to go for Saturday.
Yeah, we're actually telling them to jump in the ice bath, which is a weird thing to do. But we need, 48 hours to recover here and go again. We want them every night to get rest, eat well, and get as much rest as possible, get their studies done. So recovery time is very important for us. Hopefully they'll heed our advice and take advantage of it.
All right, Coach, congrats on the win. We'll see you Saturday.
Thank you.
That was Coach Pete Felsky, and again, we've got some final end-of-the-game statistics that we're going to read off for you. Wheaton moves to 9-2 on the season, 2-0 in conference. Shot totals for Wheaton 34-2. Both of North Central shots coming in the first half, neither of them on frame. For Wheaton, we have got a plethora of shots here. 6 shots for Clark, 6 for Lee, 2 of them in the goal. She also picked up 2 assists on the evening. Carrie Shannon had 2 shots. Della Torrey, 2 shots, 1 of them in the goal. She had an assist. Brittany Berg with 3 shots. She had 2 goals as well as an assist. Orweiler had 3. Kishkunis had 3 to go along with an assist. Kopelman had 2 shots, 1 goal. Off the bench, Lilly had 5 shots. Williams with 2. As far as saves go, Barreto played all 90 minutes, did not record a save. Didn't have to, no shots on frame. Vreeland, I thought, played very well. You see the 6th spot put up there by the Thunder, but again, this was the North Park team Wheaton scored 12 on last year. Vreeland made 16 saves in this one. Fantastic job from the keeper. 16 saves against Wheaton. Fouls 10-4 North Park with more fouls. Corner kicks, Wheaton had that edge 4-1. Again, we're going to be back on Saturday. Brian Miller's going to have the call. 7 p.m. game against Hope College. Wheaton wins. I'm Noah Helm. Thanks for being with us. This has been a production of WETN Sports.
Okay, and thank you, Noah. And what a game for Wheaton playing North Park, winning 6-0. Like you said, 0 saves by the Wheaton goalie, and that could be taken as a little bit of a problem. However, there were no shots on goal. So, in fact, Wheaton comes off with many shots, more than they have had, more by one player than they've had in entire games before. For example, Burke with 6 shots on goal. And we're going to wrap today up. Remember, 7 p.m. game coming up on next Friday. Tomorrow, Wheaton Thunder men's soccer team will play University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Today, this was Noah Helm announcing, Brian Rowe in studio. Wheaton wins 6-0 to North Park. Thank you, and have a great night.